Imagine a plot so cunning, so meticulously crafted, that it could erase an entire people, yet it unravels in a heartbeat. You might think power and influence make someone untouchable, but what if I told you that pride and cruelty often sow their own downfall? Reading Esther 07, we see a story that's not just ancient history, it's a masterclass in timing, courage, and divine justice. Many never realize how close they are to turning the tide in their own lives, whether standing against injustice at work, in relationships, or in their community. Stick around, because what unfolds isn't just a tale of peril, it's a blueprint for how bold action can flip the tables on even the most powerful adversaries. Then, let's read the chapter together. So the king and Haman went to Queen Esther's banquet, and as they were drinking wine on the second day, the king again asked, "Queen Esther, what is your petition?" "It will be given you." "What is your request?" "Even up to half the kingdom, it will be granted." Then Queen Esther answered, "If I have found favor with you, your majesty, and if it pleases you, grant me my life, this is my petition. And spare my people, this is my request. For I and my people have been sold to be destroyed, killed, and annihilated. If we had merely been sold as male and female slaves, I would have kept quiet, because no such distress would justify disturbing the king." King Xerxes asked Queen Esther, "Who is he? Where is he, the man who has dared to do such a thing?" Esther said, "An adversary, an enemy. This vile Haman." Then Haman was terrified before the king and queen. The king got up in a rage, left his wine, and went out into the palace garden. But Haman, realizing that the king had already decided his fate, stayed behind to beg Queen Esther for his life. Just as the king returned from the palace garden to the banquet hall, Haman was falling on the couch where Esther was reclining. The king exclaimed, "Will he even molest the queen while she is with me in the house?" As soon as the word left the king's mouth, they covered Haman's face. Then Harbona, one of the eunuchs attending the king, said, "A pole reaching to a height of 50 cubits stands by Haman's house." He had it set up for Mordecai, who spoke up to help the king. The king said, "Impale him on it." So they impaled Haman on the pole he had set up for Mordecai. Then the king's fury subsided. Let's say a quick prayer to thank the Lord for his mercy. Hey God, thank you for opening my eyes through this study of Esther 07. Thank you for showing me how courage, timing, and faith can turn impossible situations around. I'm grateful for the wisdom and lessons you've revealed. Help me not just to read and understand, but to truly live them. Give me the boldness to stand up for what's right, the clarity to act at the right moment, and the humility to trust you in the process. Guide my steps each day so that my actions reflect your justice, love, and truth. Amen. Now that we've walked through Esther's courage and Haman's downfall, it's time to ask yourself, where in your life are you staying silent when bold action could make a difference? Could a well-timed word, a brave stand, or a thoughtful confrontation shift the course of your own story? Reading Esther 07 isn't just about history, it's a call to act, to embrace courage, and to hold those who abuse power accountable. Think about one small step you can take today, whether it's speaking up at work, helping someone who's overlooked, or challenging an injustice in your community. Remember, the principles here aren't theoretical, they're actionable. When you combine strategy with courage, timing with insight, you become unstoppable. Evil, arrogance, and injustice always have cracks, and sometimes the smallest, smartest action can make the biggest difference. Ask yourself, are you ready to seize your moment, like Esther did, and turn the tables when it matters most? If this resonated with you, don't just stop here, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. That way, you'll continue learning how timeless wisdom from the Bible can empower you to act decisively, confront challenges, and create change in ways you never thought possible. Your moment to act could be right around the corner. And, as always, don't forget to check the last video and learn more about the scriptures.